She's trying to be a good inspiration to
I'll
folks.
definitely share it.
Yeah, you need to share it. Well, she had so many people. My brother broke his neck, as you remember, and then right after
it
that,
was a surfing accident.
And to get through that, and then all of a sudden, she's diagnosed with cancer. So I wanted to give a shout out to my sister-in-law because she's taking a leave. She's taking a leave, but she's so awesome.
You have to break into song. Anytime we're talking to each other, you automatically break into song.
But she's the type of person, she only surrounds herself by positive people. Mm-hmm. She says in her video that she tries to find something positive in everyone she sees. She never thinks, negatively of them. And stuff like that. She's always been that type of person, but this has helped her.
Well, and she's come to Enid. I met her one time, didn't I? Okay.
Yes, I've been here a couple times.
Of course, I know Midge. We've hung out several times. But I think that she had come one time, and I got to hang out with her. So I'm so glad that she's doing
you guys
good.
would be great friends because you're the same type of personality. Because I know, and you have not talked about your disease that you've had for for years and years.
Yeah, I'm starting to.
And
now,
you're starting to embrace it.
I'm starting to embrace it, and I know that other people have issues too.
Right.
So.
Well, and it's good to know that there's other people that have the same situation as you do, or they're going through an illness. It doesn't have to be the same one you have. That we're not alone.
Yes.
When you keep it to yourself, and then like when I find out you're in the hospital, I was like mad because you didn't tell me.
Yes.
And it might have made you feel better, maybe not, but I think just keeping it bottled up.
Well, and I think there's something to that because for years, I mean, you've always known that I've had stomach issues,
right?
But I haven't told the general public about it because I felt like this is so, I mean, I know this is ridiculous for me to think this way, but I thought that if I told everybody about it, then they would think less of me. No. And I know that's just an idiotic idea, but I felt like they would think of me as weak. No. And I've always felt like I'm this strong woman. And I didn't want to shed the light on my disease because I figured that people would think of me differently. But it's just the opposite. Mm-hmm. Now that people know and know everything that I do, they do think of me as strong.
Right,
and
exactly.
So
I
was
always
just
told
the
you that.
reverse thinking that I was having for some weird reason.
Well, when I came in here, was it during Christmas or First Friday or something? And it was right before you went to the hospital and were really sick. And you had gone down here to buy some clothes because you didn't have time or you didn't feel well enough to buy or to go home and change for one of your events.
Yes.
And it might have been the summertime, I don't remember, but it was right before one of your big hospital stays. And you're still working and still going and still, I mean, that's the kind of person you are. I don't know if that's a good thing, but at the same time, it's probably kept you healthier, being a good mental. You have good mental health.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know if either of us have good mental health.
I know. You're mentally healthy, maybe.
But, and with my disease, when I decided to open up my store, downtown kitchen store, that really came into play because I thought, oh my gosh, and I had not told everybody about my disease, even though I've had it since I was 15.
Right.
At that point, when I was opening up DKS, I didn't know if I was going to be strong enough to do it, and what if I did get sick, and what if I was hospitalized, what would happen to my business? And so all of that comes into play. But I look back on it, and I am just so happy that I did it.
Yes.
It has been the most amazing thing. It's definitely pushed me to the limit.
Right.
I know, just like a lot of things that you've done. But it has been so worthwhile, and it was really, chasing after a dream.
And you found such a cool niche when you opened DKS.
Yeah.
So, all right, so what is like the most fun or the best thing that you've done since you've opened DKS? What is it that's...
It's been so interesting because when I first opened the store, and I say I, but it was really my husband and I, because it was both of our... it was our dream. It was both of our dreams. That doesn't even make sense. Both of ours dreams.
Both of ours are dreams.
You know what I'm talking about. But anyways, and so it's just been so interesting to see since when we first opened the business and how it's
kind of evolved.
Developed and evolved because we had, and I know you had asked me about
Yes.
my dream book the other day, so I thought, oh my
Right.
gosh, I
And
want to
it's-
show you this. But you know, when we first started, we started out with a dream book, and this dream book started probably a good 6 months to year before we even opened the store. And we didn't even
Wow.
think that we were really going to do it. It was, you know how you sit at home, watch TV, and you're just doodling in a pad. This was just in our spare time. We would always say, what if we opened a kitchen store? What would it be? And little did we know, you know,
Let's see. Oh,
we
look
did
at
names, we did, you know, the store layout.
plans.
We did what we would sell, what cooking classes we would teach. Little did we know when we were forming this book a year before we opened that this would become our business plan.
I know, that's so cool.
And so that's what was just really bizarre.
let
Is
me
we
see
thought
that.
we were just doing a fun little doodle pad of, you know, if we opened a kitchen store.
So, do
And
you
it
recommend
ended up-
this? Like, I mean, that's kind of cool. They always say if you believe it,
Yes, you know,
receive it, or whatever that stuff is.
right. And I
There's-
think that
what believe, receive, or but even in the Bible,
Yes,
it says
exactly.
if you ask
Cathy's
for it,
quoting
believe
the
it.
Bible.
Well, no, if you ask for it, believe it, receive it.
yeah.
And,
But I believe that that's the reason that we were successful in it, because
so
we
cool.
laid out our plans. And a lot of it's silly. I mean, we doodled in it. I mean, you can see.
cookie sheets.
Yeah, and that was just like items
Mixing
for
bowls.
sale. And
That's so cool.
Here, let me see.
Here, yeah. And what really became very popular with you, I mean, I know this was your dream, but yes, like your little cooking schools
Yeah.
became
You know,
huge.
when we first started, it was kitchen retail was the main part of our business, and cooking classes were the second part. And now it's just completely switched. Cooking classes are the main part of our business, and
Yeah.
retail is second. We made a decision to kind of quit doing the retail part because we wanted to just follow our heart and do what we loved. And the adult cooking classes and the kids cooking classes have just been so much fun. The kids are a hoot.
That's
I think you know, we
Yeah.
start at age 4 or 5 and then go up to adults. And you know, when you have those little kids, even the 4 and the 5-year-olds,
know.
they really get into it. You know, a lot of them, they watch Food Network shows now.
Right.
And so they see the chefs cooking and that are catering to the little ones. And they know how to measure. They can
I
read a
know,
recipe. Well, maybe not the 4-year-olds, but
But
5,
they can
6
follow
and
it,
up.
yeah.
They can follow it, and they know the cooking terms. You know, and why is that? Because they're watching Food Network,
Network.
and
That's
you know, they watch the TV and it just goes, and they remember it.
Well, and I remember when Madison, my grandkid, one of my grandkids,
Yes, she took-
we had a birthday party here.
Yes, yes.
And the kids
Did
had
we
so
do
much
cake
fun.
decorating?
We did cake
Okay.
decorating, and that was a blast.
what I
I think we
was
did,
thinking.
and Tom did smoothies just to kind of keep
Yes.
them. They were
He
so
loves
into
a
it.
smoothie, yeah.
Well, it was healthy.
It's so funny
you're-
because he actually likes helping with the cooking classes. He never teaches them. I always teach them, but every once in a while, like if he gets a break at his work and he knows there's a kids cooking class
He'll come
going on,
down.
he'll come down and
Aw.
like just pop into the kitchen and like he did for the birthday party,
Yeah.
make smoothies or just do a snack mix or something really easy. Because secretly he actually
He likes it.
Likes doing the classes.
Have any of the kids ever, been funny and tried to smash a cake in your face or
well, we
have food fight?
Kids definitely, but adults too.
Oh, really? Ah.
We do a homemade pasta class. And so you have your dough, right? And so everybody has their dough that they've prepared. And so it has to rest for a little bit. And you're not supposed to work the dough that much because it'll make for
I
not
have
as
no
good
idea,
as,
so
well,
yeah.
that's why I'm explaining it to you because I know. But if you work it too much, then it makes for tough pasta.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh.
we had one gentleman, and I will not say his name. I won't tell you because what
Do I know
you
him?
tell Cathy, you tell everybody,
Well,
right?
yeah.
So I can't tell you. But he was at one side of the kitchen bar, and he threw his pasta to the person on the very other
No.
end. So then they just started playing catch. So you were asking about kids getting unruly. Sometimes it's the
The
adults
grown-ups.
that
Do
get
you
unruly.
charge like a cleanup fee?
No, because you know what? That brings up another good point is that we want everybody's kitchen at DKS experience to be fun. Because a lot of these people, even the adults, are people that don't cook. And so we want them to come into the DKS kitchen, have fun cooking, and learn something at the same time.
And it's a fun kitchen. It feels like like home, and it's much better than my kitchen. Gee, I would love to have a kitchen like this, but it feels homey. It's not metal and sterilized.
Right. It's not a hospital.
Maybe it's not a hospital.
but yeah, and I wanted to create it like it was my home kitchen. Like you felt comfortable being in it. It didn't look like it was a restaurant kitchen and
you
all
can
of
even
that.
lay across the bar there and
you could
sing a few tunes.
Yes.
But I'm very proud of you. Like
it's so funny that we became such good friends because I can't carry a tune and you can't cook. I know. And those are our two passions.
Bet you said you could teach me.
Yes,
even me, and I could teach you.
You cannot teach me to sing.
Yes,
I still
can.
do not believe that, but I can teach you to cook, definitely.
Yes.
But
I need to relearn to sing.
It has been a challenge, and that's something like we were talking about that. We just want everybody to know that
you just take a leap, take a leap.
But I really wasn't going into you singing. but just that. Even though we all have you laugh at your own jokes.
Oh, I know. You're the only one.
Even though we all have challenges, we can overcome those and we can still do what we love. And this was definitely my passion. And I am so glad that I was able to do it even with all of my different health issues.
Yeah. And and it doesn't matter what stage of life you're in. If you've got a dream and you have a plan, and I know, like with me, my bank fund isn't very big.
Yeah.
And music is an expensive hobby, but I've actually been able to kind of have a plan of my own, and I have to do so many a month, and I get paid for them, so that kind of helps fund
I think
my music stuff.
I think that everybody's scared to have a plan because they're afraid of failing. But what they don't understand is that you start your plan and it's going to develop into something else. It's going to twist and turn and become something else, and that's okay.
Exactly.
We don't need to think of it as a failure. Just like with Downtown Kitchen Store, I've switched a business concept so many times.
You found what works.
Right.
And what you're passionate about, and that came to the surface.
Yeah.
Well, you've always been good at events. When we worked together, we would always come up with crazy ideas. and people liked it, so that's all right. With the radio shows, but we were always, and that's what's so fun about life. There's always something new,
Right.
If you can, if you can dream it, just try it. I mean, what do you got to lose? I mean, really. And the other night at the Chamber of Commerce banquet, I think.
Oh, I missed that.
It was awesome.
I wanted to be there.
But even Carmen, she won
Volunteer of the Year. I saw that.
Proud of her. But she said something about, if you're feeling down, if you feel like things aren't going right in your life, get out and help somebody else, or get out and pursue your dreams. Something like that. Not a quote, but. And I thought, yay, girl, that's the way to think.
It is. And the more you pursue your dreams, the more you're going to accomplish.
Right.
And that's just...
And that doesn't mean being super rich.
No.
You might have an expensive hobby, but, maybe you can find a sugar daddy to help. That's another dream. Or sugar mama.
You have much bigger and better dreams than that.
I know. Well, my dream always, I wanted to be on the Johnny Carson show.
Yes.
And
I want to be on Food
passed.
Network.
But
did you know I've actually sent in different shows to try to be on Food Network?
Really?
So it still might happen. You just never know. They might be coming to Enid, Oklahoma.
Oh, that would be awesome. You should do that.
It would be, because I have the perfect show concept in my head. So, in talking about dreaming, nothing's too big.
No, it's not. And you got to work at it too. You can't just dream and wish that it happens.
Yeah.
Like you said, have your plan. And
And
then, but besides your plan, how did you kind of get into the mojo of starting the business, and why did you think it was?
Well, we already
downtown.
Of course, we love downtown.
Right.
I've been a part of Main Street forever, and with my mom being former Main Street Enid director.
Yes.
But we've had this building, and once they started developing downtown Enid, we just knew that we wanted to put something in this building, and that's when we said, "Oh my gosh, we have a business plan for a kitchen store. Let's do it." It might not be a good fit for Enid, but we've got the building, we've got the heart for it, so let's just put our plan into action.
And this place is so awesome.
And see what happens.
With all of your events that you're doing, Make it even morph into something else. You could put some
definitely.
hotel rooms up here and probably make a
Yeah.
fortune.
Yeah.